Okay, so if you clicked on the first link, that video has been removed. I took that down. It did not block out the students' names like I expected it to, so I'm going to go back and redo this for you guys. I'm making a quick screencast to show you about printing progress reports because I had quite a few questions last time around where people were not happy with how you had to change the finishing every single time you printed a report. So through some troubleshooting on the 8th grade team, we figured out a way that you can change how your report downloads, which will enable you to just hit print and put in your code after you change in between each student's. You do not have to go through all those different finishing steps. So first off, we're going to go and we're going to pull up our reports. When you open up your PowerTeacher Pro, you click on Reports, you click Individual Student Report. This is the report that will come up. You want to check and make sure it says Include Students' Full Schedule, as well as Select Data. When you select your data, you want to make sure that only course grades and assignments are checked. If any of these others are checked, your document will be much larger than it already is for that individual student. The next thing we're going to check is your format. Previously, we had put format on portrait. However, what we have noticed is that the documents, once all the grades are in, and especially on these second progress reports, your documents are probably going to be more than 4 pages. So printing 2 per page will not work. I'm going to show you how to print 4 per page so we can still print 1 progress report per student onto 1 piece of paper. This will save your paper as well as save some time and ink for your printer. So on your format, you want landscape and PDF checked. It says page break between students and then save ink for printed reports. The next tab you'll click will be your students tab, and you'll click that to bring up your list of students. Once that tab is clicked, you can see part of my screen is missing, yes, because I'm trying to hide the student names, but you'll click this tab, Add Remove Students, and you see where all the students are checked. So you're going to uncheck the students and only check 1 student at the time. Now, before you run reports, this is where the printing process comes in. So what you want to do is go to the settings in your Google Chrome tab, open up your settings. You're going to go all the way down to the bottom to your advanced settings, and then you're going to go down again to your content settings. Once you've opened up content settings, you want to scroll down until you find PDF documents. Click on that one, and you want to make sure this is checked over. This will make sure that when you run your reports that your documents automatically upload into Adobe Reader. That is what you want to save your printing preferences, is for them to automatically upload. So once that's changed, you can just close that settings screen and go back to your PowerTeacher Pro. And then you'll click the box to run report. Once the individual report runs, if you have the PDF selected, it should automatically load into the Adobe Acrobat Reader, and then you will go to your print screen. Now, this is the print screen that will come up. Go and make sure that you're on the correct printer once that does come up. And here's the button that you really want to look at, this multiple. When it does come up, it'll probably for you guys come up as just 2 when you click multiple because that's the default. But as you can see down here at the bottom, I'm actually sitting on a 3-page report. So in order to get that to 2 pages so it'll print front and back, I'm going to change my multiples to 4. This is where keeping it in landscape when you do your formatting is important. That way it's in landscape and it'll print on front and back all 6 pages. If it happens to be 7 or 8, you have room for that as well. I know some of you may be worried about the size of the font. However, when we did this with 8th grade on the first progress report, I made sure to send home a reminder to parents asking for any type of feedback for first-time progress reports in this format, and all parents seem to be satisfied with it. Some did have a problem with finding the new stuff, so something we're going to implement this next time is possibly making sure that in all the classes the final grades are highlighted And the students can do that. If you pass them out, they can go highlight their final grades, and that'll help students to see their grades as well and keep that a little more organized for them. So then when you just simply hit print, it should automatically go and you just put in your code and you print your progress report. I am working on this from home, so it takes quite a bit longer. And then you just put your code in, print your progress report. Now, to go back, this is where it saves from you having to change things each time when we go back to. So I'm going to go back to my screen to print my next progress report. I will uncheck the first student and then check the second student. And then when I run this report, I will not have to change anything for my printer settings. Now my second progress report has loaded in my printer settings, and when I hit print this time, you can see how it automatically brings up everything that I have already changed. So it'll automatically bring it up to the 4 pages per sheet, and so there's no going in and changing every single time, front and back, how many pages per sheet. You simply just hit print, and you do that process through each one. This does save on the number of clicking and changing that you have to do through everything. Okay, so once that's complete, you should be able to print all your documents without any problem. I hope this helps. If you have any questions at all, please come see me tomorrow or give me a call.